Yo, what's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video. First, we got a couple things to mention. I'm messing around with the mic quality, testing things out to make sure it sounds better because the mic has been absolutely kind of trash recently. So hopefully some of these things fix those issues. And you can see, we got to get these subscriber numbers up, pump those numbers. Make sure if you enjoy this content, if you're feeling everything, you smash the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, but we can hop into Plug Power today, seeing a amazing rally in today's market. It's been absolutely crazy. It is rallying a little bit right now, even as I'm staring at these charts, and we can see exactly what these charts are kind of just looking like, and it looks amazing. We are on the 5th day of a green candle here. This is what I've been kind of looking at for a technical thing. I don't focus on technicals when I'm doing my investing. I'm kind of focused on fundamentals, but technicals just kind of seem like a fun thing to do on things that I like to be invested in. But you can see, like, basically this bottom red line at about 23.63 was a pretty good cemented support level. Every time we would bounce off it, and we bounced 3 times, usually a very big bullish indicator for a triple bottom pattern, all these different types of things. And we see it pretty much worked out into the 5th green day here, as well as creating another new higher high. So you can see these every bounce has created a higher high. That's good signs for short-term appreciation in price, and this candle is actually exploding right now. We are at 29.35. We're heading to this 30.05 resistance maybe, and maybe a bounce off of that, but this was enough to get us above this top red channel. So you can see we've been in this red channel for quite a long time now, a few months at least, and finally breaking out here and setting a higher high. All the good signs are here. Maybe even we go up to kind of this trend line type deal here, which would literally be $30.04. If that happened today, that would be crazy. I would love that. But Plug Power on top of technically and TA looking great. We can see zooming out, obviously we've beaten these ones. 30.05 will be the next bigger resistance, and then the other one will be around this 34 level to make a new higher high. That would be over $36.12. But there is some good news, like an event coming up that might be a little bit of a rally right now, kind of buy the rumor, sell the news thing. So it is the 14th is when this event is happening. And that would be this right here, the Plug Symposium. Basically going to be talking about green energy, green hydrogen, and just moving towards that kind of like economy and stuff. And you can see right here, it is Thursday, October 14th is when this is going to happen. And it is the entire, blah, 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 micro and macro trends influencing widespread adoption of green hydrogen to accelerate the global energy transition. You'll hear industry leaders' thoughts discuss the role of hydrogen and fuel cell solutions in decarbonizing multiple sectors, including power, industrial, and transportation. So it's just a big event where people and leaders from Plug and other hydrogen companies are going to kind of come together, talk about it, and talk about how the benefits of hydrogen is and what everything can do, what they're doing moving forward, their forward-thinking kind of plan here and moving forward as a business. So it's a very, very bullish event, I would say, and that obviously coincides with people trading it as such. And Plug even got on Kramer's Mad Money the other day, yesterday actually. You can see it's on here, and this part is where it is. Him talking about Plug Power. Plug Power is starting to get a real mainstream attention again. It had a massive rally when hydrogen and green energy was a huge topic, and now it is starting to get that attention yet again. You can see some of these highlighted parts. Green hydrogen will be part of the infrastructure package currently making the rounds through Washington. That is something for funding and like tax credits, incentives, kind of things to get the business rolling. Plug by itself already has the plan of being a profit a profitable business by 2024, so not even that long away, and they've raised their profits every single time they've had an earnings call. So it is they already are bullish on themselves, but a infrastructure package that incentivizes this type of, you know, green energy, hydrogen, starts to get these credits, will make it easier for Plug to grow, especially in an atmosphere in the near future where money and debt might get more expensive and not as accessible. So growing companies will have a tougher time doing that. I already think Plug has enough money on their balance sheet to sustain a tough time getting debt and stuff, whereas some companies might not. But I think Plug has put themselves in a great position. And on top of that, they've partnered with Renault in Europe. This was an older news. Earlier in the year, this came out, and we'll be announcing the Renault Master Van at the Symposium. So announcing their first kind of hydrogen car. And this is what I think Plug is going to really be able to do to push their business forward, is be able to sell fuel cells and hydrogen fuel itself to car companies, car manufacturers, and obviously provide the energy, the hydrogen itself. But they're not going to have to get into the car game, which is a very, very tough industry. They can partner with these guys, license them their fuel cell technology, and support them by giving them the hydrogen fuel itself if need be. And they can just kind of support everything around a hydrogen movement. I think that's what really separates Plug from other kind of hydrogen people or even green energy. They have this ability to be not only an energy giant, but something or someone in a company that can just kind of do it all for them. And all of their hydrogen plants are more forward thinking of how the energy is going to be consumed and used. So, you know, Plug Power, it's their latest facility in New York, going to be state of the art. It will be powered by solar energy and able to generate 30 tons of hydrogen a day. And that's only one of their plants. I think they have like 3 or 4 plants total that they're at least building in the US. They've got some things they're working on in Europe. They've got things that are now happening even in Asia. So they're making a lot of moves, and I think Plug Power is setting themselves up to be in a very, very good spot. And they're doing such a good job of putting themselves in a good spot that even bears are upgrading Plug Power. The Barclays analyst upgraded his rating to the equivalent of hold from sell. So he was a sell the stock, to now hold the stock at a price target of $27, which we are now well over. Even the bears can't stay away from Plug, and they're getting a little bit more bullish. They're turning around. And then we have investors will learn more detail about Plug's strategic vision on Thursday. This is talking about the event that we've been talking about here in the last couple of things, and why he stopped them from, or advising his clients to dump shares. A lot of reasons why I think there's less selling pressure because of this event lead up to it. A lot of bullish momentum, and could turn out being like a buy the rumor, sell the news. So we'll see what happens on the 14th. And this talks about the $3.5 trillion spending proposal. And it could include in the measures are incentives, tax credits, money for renewable transportation technologies such as fuel cells and battery-powered vehicles. That's what we were talking about before. They could easily have these incentives, tax credits, and even straight up cash given to them to go ahead and do this technology and operate a business in it. And because obviously they're not profitable, that would help them push forward and create innovation faster. Kind of things like what happened with Tesla. So who knows? We got Plug Power, a Tesla in the making. Who knows what could happen? I think Plug has an easier road than Tesla had, but you know, all of it comes down to appreciation and value, and we could be looking at a very similar situation. And just the last thing to look at would be something like the derivatives market, puts and calls and these types of things. And right now we have a put to call volume ratio of 0.25. So that means there are substantially more calls than puts happening on Plug. A lot of people are much more bullish about them. To put that in perspective, the average put to call ratio is about 0.7. That's a good one. That's still more calls than puts, but that's the average. And you can see we are well above that, with much more calls happening, much more bullish activity in derivatives. And just that's going to push the price up as well. So it's a lot of things lining up on Plug's side, looking good for it. fundamentally they look great. Technically on the charts, they're looking really good too. And I think overall, we're looking at a pretty good time to be Plug power. So Plug is looking very good. I'm bullish on Plug. I think that I say this every time I make a Plug video, but it's definitely a longer term investment in my eyes for like the huge explosion of growth. I do see them becoming an energy giant, the likes of Exxon, Chevron, and going even above that with the ability to sell fuel cells and license fuel cells and partner directly with car manufacturers to just bring in an entire hydrogen kind of economy and just be able to supply every single aspect of a hydrogen economy. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in my next video.